to give the war machine access to the wall at the top of the mountain. The Assyrians sent 5 battering rams onto that ramp and began destroying the wall. A huge spear fastened by leather straps, repeatedly striking the wall. We threw lit torches and chariot wheels at the Assyrians, anything we could find in order to set on fire and stop the battering rams. They had to appoint a soldier to each battering ram, pour water on it, and extinguish the fire. The Assyrians eventually managed to raise the ramp and break into the city. They killed most of the warriors and took the women and children captive. The Assyrians captured me as well, but decided to keep me alive. The Assyrian soldiers marched us all the way from Laquis to Assyria, over a distance of 1,200 kilometers. For 2 months, we carried the loot they had pillaged from us. We arrived in Victory March before Sennacherib, who received us upon his throne, boasting about his victory.
I besieged, conquered, looted, destroyed, demolished, and burnt the cities of Hezekiah, king of Judah.
But you haven't overpowered Hezekiah. Judah is still independent.
I covered their skies with the smoke of fires like a thick fog.
But you haven't conquered Jerusalem.
I imprisoned Hezekiah himself within Jerusalem, his own kingdom, like a caged bird, preventing him from leaving the city gates.
But you haven't conquered Jerusalem. It is still independent.
From Laquis, Sennacherib sent an army convoy to the Judite king Hezekiah in Jerusalem, demanding his surrender. It was led by Rabshakeh, who was familiar with Israelite customs. He spoke fluent Hebrew. Rabshakeh's speech was a masterpiece of psychological warfare, an exemplary ploy which failed.
Do not listen to Hezekiah. Has the God of any nation ever delivered his land from the hand of the king of Assyria? Who of all the gods of these countries has been able to save his land for me? How then can the Lord deliver Jerusalem from my hand?
Hezekiah, supported by prophet Isaiah's promise, rejected the plea made by Rabshakeh and Sennacherib.
Therefore, thus saith the Lord concerning the king of Assyria, he shall not come unto this city, nor shoot an arrow there, nor cast a mound against it. By the way that he came, by the same shall he return, and he shall not come unto this city, saith the Lord.
A plague swept through the camp, killing most of Sennacherib's soldiers. The Bible elaborates that it was the work of God's angel.
And it came to pass that night that the angel of the Lord went forth and smote in the camp of the Assyrians. And when men arose early in the morning, behold, they were all dead corpses.
As the prophets promised, the great Assyrian army did not enter Jerusalem. Miraculously, it retreated without overpowering Hezekiah. Jerusalem was not conquered, and the rebel king survived. An unprecedented event in the history of relationships between Assyria and the kingdoms under its rule. The salvation of Jerusalem is an important milestone in the belief that Jerusalem is protected by the God of Israel, an unconquerable city surrounded by an aura of holiness. Sennacherib was left to boast about his victory over Laquis. In the throne room of his palace in Tive, he erected a glorious relief depicting details of the conquest of Laquis in Judah, and completely ignoring his failure in Jerusalem.
As you leave the hall, through the door to your left, you're welcome to view